My name is Michael Turner, and I'm 58 years old now. This story happened 6 years ago, when I was a 52-year-old single father trying to raise my 7-year-old daughter, Emma, while working as a hospital facilities supervisor. It's about a moment I never planned for, one conversation in a quiet hospital room that reminded me that sometimes the most powerful gift we can give another person isn't money, advice, or even time, but simple human presence. I had worked at Riverside Medical Center for nearly 15 years. After my wife, Claire, passed away from complications during childbirth, I needed stability. The hospital job wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills, offered health insurance, and allowed me to be there for Emma. That mattered more than anything. Over time, I became invisible in the best way. I fixed lights before anyone noticed they were broken. I repaired doors, beds, wheelchairs, keeping everything running quietly in the background. One afternoon in early fall, I received a call from the oncology floor. A wheelchair wheel had jammed in one of the private rooms. I grabbed my tools and headed upstairs, expecting another quick repair. The oncology wing always felt heavier than the rest of the hospital. Too many memories. Too many reminders of how fragile life can be. I knocked gently. "Come in," a calm female voice answered. Inside, I saw a woman sitting by the window in the wheelchair. She was bald from chemotherapy, wearing a hospital gown and robe, but she carried herself with striking grace. There was dignity in the way she sat, as if illness hadn't taken that from her. "The wheel keeps locking," she said lightly. I've been stuck admiring the skyline longer than planned. I knelt down and saw the issue immediately. Fabric from her robe had tangled in the wheel mechanism. "I'll have this fixed in a minute," I said. As I worked, I noticed fresh flowers filling the room, expensive ones. A laptop rested on the bedside table beside thick business folders. "This wasn't an ordinary patient room. I'm Rachel Lawson," she said. "Thank you for coming so quickly, Michael Turner," I replied. Her name sounded familiar. "Not Rachel Lawson from Lawson Technologies?" I asked carefully. She gave a small smile. "That's me. Or at least who I used to be." I finished the repair and tested the wheel. "Perfect. That should do it," she thanked me, then added quietly, "They told me there's nothing more they can do. I have about 3 months." The words landed softly but heavily. "I'm sorry," I said. "I spent 40 years building a company," she continued. "Missed birthdays, holidays, relationships. I told myself I was building something meaningful. And now, I realize I never learned how to live. I should have left. This wasn't my place. But I saw the same emptiness I'd felt after losing my wife. May I sit for a moment?" I asked. She nodded. I told her about Emma, about bedtime stories and burnt pancakes, about how the smallest moments had carried me through grief. "You still have time," I said gently, "not for everything, but for something real." She looked at me with disbelief. "How?" Without thinking, I said, "My daughter has a school concert tomorrow. Would you like to come?" She stared at me, stunned. "You're inviting a stranger?" "I'm inviting a human being," she cried, not quietly, not politely, but honestly. The next evening, Rachel joined us. She wore a simple dress and a silk scarf. Emma greeted her like she'd known her forever. The concert was chaotic and imperfect. Kids sang off-key. Parents laughed and cried. Rachel watched every second like it was precious. When Emma sang her tiny solo, Rachel's tears returned. Afterward, Emma hugged her and asked, "Did I do good?" "You were incredible," Rachel said. In the weeks that followed, Rachel spent her remaining time differently. She reconnected with people. She laughed more. She stopped talking about business and started talking about life. Before she passed, she left Emma a letter. It said, "Your father reminded me how to live." 6 years later, I still carry that moment with me. Because sometimes fixing a wheel isn't the most important repair we make. Sometimes it's the heart.